If this is real-time graphics here, that shit looks crazy, bro. Like, that looks like my arm, okay? Like, you can see the definition in this motherfucker's arm, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty crazy. Alright, so yesterday, after the, I don't know which Capcom event it was. I know it was like a Capcom Cup of some sort, like a Pro Tour or something like that. But there was this big announcement that Capcom was pretty much looking forward to announce, and everyone in their head had pretty much figured out that it was Street Fighter 6 already, like some kind of a new Street Fighter fighting game of some sort, Marvel, whatever. Some people were like, oh, it's going to be Resident Evil, and I'm like, bro, that doesn't make any sense. I'm like, from a marketing standpoint, why the fuck would you show a Resident Evil trailer after a Street Fighter tournament? Like, that doesn't make sense. It's not going to be Resident Evil, I promise you. It's going to be something fighting game related. Like, you have to use your nugget a little bit, all right? Anyway, so they did do a little teaser trailer. I asked my YouTube followers via poll yesterday how they felt about this trailer, and you had those dickheads that were like, oh, it wasn't a trailer, it was a teaser. It's like, bro, trailer, teaser, trailer, bro, it's not that deep, okay? Just what did you think about it? God damn, like, everybody wants to be correct, and God, shut up. Anyways, they did announce Street Fighter 6 officially, and they did put out a quick little 40-second video pretty much showing, I'm going to assume that this is real-time graphics here. Like, this is what the game is going to look like, at least at this early state. We haven't seen any gameplay yet, but I'm very impressed with the models. Now, everyone is going to complain and bitch about something, bro. No matter what, it's obvious that you cannot please anyone. Like, you can't please everyone. It's not possible. It's never been possible, and it never will be. Someone's always going to have something negative to say or whatever. And as you guys know, I'm pretty new to the Street Fighter series. I never played Street Fighter up until about a month ago. And I've been really busy with KOF, obviously, but I did enjoy my time playing Street Fighter 5. We'll probably go back and play it a little more. But either way, they did go ahead and throw this teaser trailer out, so let's go ahead and watch it, and we're going to talk about it a little bit. I want to know what you guys think about this as well, what you guys thought about the trailer. Or teaser, whatever you want to call it, okay? I'm trying to get, like, Ryu.
All right, you ready? Street Fighter 6.
Right? So that's it. It's just a quick little, we're working on this thing. It's coming out, right? Couple of comments that I have about this is, you know, shout outs to Capcom. Again, I am affiliated with them, so I'm not shitting on Capcom. Those are the homies. But I'm really, like, this, if this is real-time graphics here, that shit looks crazy, bro. Like, that looks like my arm, okay? Like, you can see the definition in this motherfucker's arm, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty crazy. For y'all saying that this looks like something from Tekken, it does not. Okay, Tekken has never looked this good. You guys are out of your fucking minds, okay? Like, if this was a new Tekken, then possibly, but y'all capping, bro, talking about this looks like Tekken. Like, huh? Like, Tekken has never looked this good. To be honest with you, Tekken has never looked good ever at all. Tekken has always kind of looked like shit. Like, Tekken has always been just a great fighting game. It's never really looked good, you know what I mean? This does not look like Tekken. You guys are bugging. This shit looks crazy. Now, I don't know what made them zoom in on this man's toes. I don't know what made them zoom in on his toes to show them curling up like that. But they wanted to show off that his toes are going to crinkle up. So that's pretty cool. I guess that very, very realistic toes. This motherfucker's massive, okay? And Ryu is a big dude, right? But I don't know if they doubled him in size or what, but this motherfucker looks huge. Like, he looks humongous, bro. Like, I'm really interested to see what kind of art style they're going to go for this game. Because, like, Street Fighter 5 had this thing where, for some reason, it looked like bubblegum. Like, Street Fighter 5 looked like chewed up gum. Like, Ken looked like a chewed up piece of gum. I don't know what they decided to do with that game, but obviously they're going the other direction, right? Like, we know Capcom can make something look good. Like, they make Resident Evil, you know what I'm saying? So, they obviously chose to go with that art style in 5 for whatever reason that they did. But this shit looks crazy. Can you imagine how this game is going to play if it truly, and keep in mind, we're talking about PS5, Xbox Series X and S or whatever, and PC here. So this is going to look insane. And I'm going to assume this is Luke. Again, I'm not really into Street Fighter like that. I just started playing the game. But compared to how he looked before to now, this shit looks super fucking realistic. And even just the frame rate in which this teaser is running, bro. And it looks like they're trying to go with opting out to, I'm trying to catch it on the frame that he fucking... It looks like they're trying to make Bearded Ryu the default Ryu, which they should. I highly agree. Like, Bearded Ryu should be the default Ryu. Like, I'm pretty sure we can all agree with that, right? Like, Bearded Ryu should be, when you think of Ryu, he's got the beard, right? Like, I think that that's a much better look than just the dusty old classic Street Fighter Ryu look. You know what I mean? I think that they should stick with the Bearded Ryu as a default and just go from there. I think that looks pretty sick. The trailer, I think it looks very Street Fighter-y, you know what I mean? Like, looks like some V-Trigger shit just happened right there. Like, it looks like Street Fighter. I mean, it just looks like a very realistic Street Fighter. Now, there's been a lot of talk about this logo, guys. Like, people have been going ham on this logo. Me, personally, do I feel like they can go with something that looks a little better than this? Yeah. But you also have to realize that this logo is kind of... Like, think about what they're trying to do with the game. As you can see, they're trying to make the game look super realistic, right? Like, they're trying to make the game look in a more realistic light. So with that said, maybe they're trying to tone down the emphasis on how cartoony the logo looks and make the logo look as serious as the game is looking. Like, that shit, like, look at the game compared to 5, bro. Like, this looks like a fucking movie. Maybe they're trying to go, and it still looks a little basic, but sometimes basic is the way to go. I'm not saying that it's a great logo, but I'm saying for the look of the game, they're going with a more realistic approach this time around. Maybe them toning down the logo is their way of saying, like, we're really trying to make this game look like we want this to appeal as a very, very serious fighting game. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Maybe that's just my thought process on it, but obviously they toned down the logo for a reason. Like, they could have just made the classic Street Fighter logo and just added a 6 and people would have been happier probably, but maybe there's a reason for this. Like, maybe they're trying to make it more esports. I mean, you can't really get more esports in Street Fighter as it is, but fucking if this trailer is how this game is gonna look, bro, this game is gonna look fucking insane. Like, imagine all the characters looking like this, bro. Like, what is Chun-Li gonna look like? Have y'all thought about that? Like, what is Chun-Li and her cheeks gonna look like, and her big ass thighs gonna look like in these graphics, bro? Like, can you imagine that? They're gonna have to tone her down a little bit because there's no way you can have her out there like that, bro. It's just gonna be banned from every tournament. And this apparently is on the Resident Evil engine, if I'm not mistaken. I think I've been reading somewhere that that motherfucker's forearms are crazy, like humongous. Yeah, they could put a little bit more love in the Street Fighter logo. I agree. They could put a little more love in the logo too. But honestly, I'm not really against it. I think it looks fine. But either way, that was just my quick little breakdown of this little teaser trailer here. Again, as a Capcom affiliate, I'm excited to try another Street Fighter game and get into it while everyone else is still kind of learning it. Like, I've noticed getting into Street Fighter 5 was rough, because it's like everyone is good at the fucking game. All these people were smurfing, and it's like I'm super, like, when did Street Fighter 5 come out? 15 or something like that? 14? 16? It was a long time ago at this point, right? We're talking about 6, 7, 8 years. So it's like I'm really fucking late to the game. I'm happy that I'm gonna be able to get a chance to jump into it new, because you guys know that I'm not a 2D fighting game player, but I tried DNF, KI, I played Street Fighter, and now I'm playing KOF, so it's a completely different ball game than the 3D fighting games, and it's taken me a lot longer to pick these up than I thought, but I'm happy that I'm venturing on to this, because I noticed a lot of you guys play 2D fighting games. So yeah, either way, let's go ahead and start the KOF. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys leave a subscription if you're new. Be sure to leave a comment and a thumbs up and your thoughts on this video. I'll catch you guys later.